Hey everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and today is May 21st of 2026. I have three cards that I wanted to make with you tonight, and I have this one here, and this is using one of the new colors, Barely Blush, and then I have this one using Golden Glow, and then I have this one, which is Crisp Cantaloupe. And all of these, the thing that they have in common is I use the Bloom Boutique DSP, and I don't think I have it in here with me. But anyway, it's a real pretty. It's the one that's got the little flowers on it. It's very pretty DSP. And then here is the paper here, and then I've got the background right here. And so let's go ahead and let's get started. And I'll kind of go over everything that I'm using as we get the cards going. And so I think I'll just go ahead and start with the Crisp Cantaloupe, since it was the first one in line. Make sure we got everything out of the envelope. And I've already got the pieces cut on here. So let's go ahead and let's put this together. Gonna put this in here. Try to center it as good as we can. Looks like it might be a little off down there. All right, let's put some here this down. And I'm just going to put it over here, leaving a little white border around it. And that's bugging me. Let me see if I can straighten this out a little bit. It's just a little bit, but it's enough to aggravate me. Some people probably wouldn't even notice it. All right, that looks better to me. Okay, so we've got that done. Let's see. I don't even think I brought my bone folder. Oh, yes, I do. I've got it right here. Okay. Now, the next thing that we need to do, let's see what I did here. Okay. This actually on my other card was down at the bottom. But this one is going to be up at the top this time. So, and it looks like it's a little crooked too. So let's try this one more time. All right. And it doesn't matter. You could put it at the top or the bottom. Either one works. If that's any better. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. And just put a little bit underneath here where it's, must not have got any glue there, any of the adhesive on there. So let's just kind of hold that down for a second. All right, now we've got that. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to give that a good burnish again. Okay, now we're going to take our basic white and we're going to put, this is the paper here that we're using. We're going to take that and we're going to put it on here. It's like I'm getting low on my adhesive. Maybe I'll have enough to finish, and if not, I'll just use some glue or go get another one. I hope y'all have had a great week. Today has been quite a day for me. I was going to come on earlier with my video, and I recorded it, and then got to the end and realized there was no sound. So I've been working on that, and it's just been a kind of a crazy day. So let's see. So we've got that. Hopefully we're going to make it through this and you'll get to see these cards made. And hopefully you will like them. We're just going to put this on the gold foil. All right. And then this is going to go up on dimensionals. And then I will show you what embossing folder I used for this. I thought it went well with the little flowers and everything. I think the name of it is All in a Row, I believe. Let me see. Yep, All in a Row. And this is what it looks like here. See that there? I thought it just looked really good with that. So let's see here. We're just going to go ahead and glue this down. Or not. Well, you can say glue or whatever, but just using the adhesive on here instead of the actual glue. All right. And then I'm going to put that down. That looks good there. And then here, we're just going to take the little flowers, and I'm going to kind of just, this kind of helps to not make them so, where they're not so flat. We're going to put one down there, and then we're going to put one up at the top. And then the little bitty ones. And I've used the two-tone cardstock for the crisp cantaloupe. So you'll see this is the lighter side. And then this is the darker side here. So, and what I've done is I've took the dark small one, put it inside the lighter one, and then did the dark one, and then I'm putting the lighter one inside of it. Okay. So we'll have that there. So let me go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on this. Okay. Put a little glue on this one here. And then I'm trying to fill up those little areas there where you've got your little, where it comes around with the flowers. I'm just trying to fill those in with the flowers that I put on top. Okay, so then next, I'm going to take the little leaves and I'm going to kind of tuck them, or not tuck them, just kind of fold them in like this, just to where they're not so flat. And then that one's going to go up like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on it. And you could probably use your adhesive for it. It would be easier and wouldn't take as long for it to dry. All right, so I've got that. And then we're going to get this one done. We're going to do the same thing, just kind of fold those in just a little bit. Do y'all have big plans for this weekend? Let me put some on here too. We will be getting together with the family and barbecuing, just grilling and just chilling out, I guess. It looks like it's going to be maybe stormy here. I want to see which way I want to do that. I think it looks like I used it on this one here. So let's see if that will work. Yeah, that'll look good. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to put those down for right now, and then I'm going to get the our crisp cantaloupe pad, or stamp pad. Get out my sentiments that I'm going to be using. And this one says, thank you for being there for me. I'm going to ink it up real good. And get that put down. Okay. So we've got that there. And then that's going to go right there. And then I've got my ribbon. And I'm going to take it, and I just kind of like to do it like this. And then it's going to go right across that. And I'm going to put dimensionals on either side of that. And then I'm going to take some Scotch tape. Once I do this and get it fit on here, that'll be good there. Then I'm going to take the Scotch tape and I'm just going to put a piece right across it just to help hold it. Looks like I cut myself a little much, but I'd rather have a little bit more than not enough. All right, so let's move those out of the way. Okay. And I think that's good there. Now I can make this bow here a little bit longer. And then that one. And kind of scoot this one over this way. And then bring this one a little bit bigger. Okay. And then if I have my scissors, I might have to go get my scissors. I don't think I brought them in here with me. Well, I will go in just a little bit and I'll cut those off. But let's go ahead and let's get these put on here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some adhesive on here and I'm going to put these down. I'm going to put this one over this way. Let's see. I'm going to try to tuck it right in there. I don't want it to cover up the sentiment. And then we're just going to put some adhesive on this. And then put it right in here. Okay. And then let me run and get my scissors. Okay, I'm sorry about that. And we're just going to cut these off. And now we need to put our little butterflies on here. And I had to use the small butterflies because I'm running low. So on this one over here, I put 2 bigger butterflies and then 1 small one. But I was running low on the bigger ones, so I thought, well, I'll just use the smaller ones on this. And so there's my card. And isn't that simple? But I think it's very pretty. All right, so let's put this aside. And then we're going to go to the next one, which is Golden Glow. Do we have anything down in there? And if you know of anything that you need to purchase, if you purchase $50 from me, then I will be putting these in the mail to you, and as a thank you gift for shopping with me. All right, so here we're just going to put some adhesive on the back and get this down. It is so quiet in my house. It's like 10:30 at night, and so everybody's in bed, but I wanted to get this video done and get it uploaded. And I wasn't able to come on last week. And so it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on, and so I wanted to get on here and do it. So I'm working overtime today. But I love what I do. I love this. All right, so here we're just going to, I'm going to pull out the card. Okay, so here we're just going to put this paper, and isn't that pretty paper? Look at all of it and the gold in it, the way it just picks up and shines. This is very pretty paper. I just love it. I've been wanting to play with it for a while, and haven't gotten around to it. I've had so many other things that I've been working on and things that I really do like, and that went ahead of all of this. There's so many sweets and just different things. So it's kind of been busy trying to work everything in. There's just not enough time in the day for everything I want to do and want to share. And I don't know if you've had a chance or not, but if you look over on my Facebook page, which is Crafty Stamper, just in case you don't know, and don't follow me over there, I'd love it if you would follow me. But I've put some Father's Day cards out there. And so one is in honor of my dad. He's passed away, and then my father-in-law has too. But and there's one that reminded me of my daddy. And so when I made it, it's got fish on it. And we always love to fish, together. And he taught me how to fish. So, and now me and my husband fish. But anyway, I made that for him. And then there was one that was of the beach, and just reminded me of my father-in-law. So I've got two of those cards over there. So if you have someone in your life that you want to, give either for Father's Day or, it could be for any guy. And so, anyway, just check it out over there. Maybe it'll give you some inspiration, and you'll like what you see. And if you do like it, let me know. I love all the feedback, and I love to talk to everybody. So I always try to respond to everybody that comments, because I figure if you take the time to comment, and I do appreciate it, then I'm going to take the time to send something back and talk to you, because I love talking to everybody. All right, I've got that done. And now, next, I'm going to take these, and these are like little roses, and I should have showed you. Let's see. So here are the roses that I'm using right now. It's out of the Boutique Blossoms Dyes. And so I'm using those, and what I've done is I took my blending brush and I've kind of darkened up the centers of them. So let me get the small blending brush out of here. And then I'm going to get the ink. And I'm just going to lightly go over the centers here. And just kind of darken them up a little bit. Okay, I want to go to this next one. I don't know, to me, it just added a little something to them. Okay, got that. Now I think I can cover this up. And y'all, I love our new stamping pads. They're so easy to work with. I can't wait till we get the rest of them in. Of course, it'll be next year. And hopefully I can save up my money. I doubt it, but it sounds good anyway. There's too many things that I like to buy all the time to save any money. But I do want to be able to try to purchase a bunch of them if I can. All right, so we're going to have that there. And then here, I'm just lifting these up just so they're not so flat on here. Now, the smaller ones are a little bit different. They're not as easy, but if you look on the bigger one, it's got places where you can actually kind of lift it up. And that just kind of adds to it, gives it a little dimension where it's not so flat. And then that one's going to go there. And then we're going to put one here. And then we're going to put one like right over in here. And with these, I'm just going to put them down with our adhesive. I'm going to try to put that right in there. And then do the same thing on the other ones. And we're just going to put that on and tuck them in. Uh-oh, that one didn't get stuck. Okay. And now I got this one. And we're going to tuck it in like that. Okay, and now I've got these gold leaves. And the leaves came right out from this stamp set here. Came from there. So, and what I did, I cut the bottom of them. And I'll show you why here in just a second. First of all, they were kind of a little too long, so I wanted them to kind of tuck in there, about right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to put these on with some glue dots maybe. Let me get my glue dots out here. And then I'm just going to kind of tuck these under here. I think I want it to go in just a little bit more. All right. Well, my leaf is like, no, that's as far as we're going right now. So that's fine. That will work. All right. And then this one's going to go right down here. And my leg, I always sit on my leg and it's falling asleep right now. It's just as dead as it can be. If I stood up, I'd probably fall to the ground. All right. So let's put this in here. We're going to tuck it in here. Kind of place it right in there, I think. Okay. All right. So from here, these little pieces, hold on to them because we're going to use these. We're going to end up tucking them in. And it's just kind of in these spots that, like right up in here where there's not anything. We're just going to, let's see, try to, I think I need to cut that just a tad bit more. There. That looks a little bit better. Okay. I think I'm going to tuck it like this. Okay. Now we've got that there. And then I'm going to take this one and we're going to do the same, except we're going to put it right down in here. It just kind of helped to fill up the gap. And you know what I've done? I did the same thing earlier. I forgot to put my ribbon on here. I don't even know if I brought my ribbon. I don't even see my, oh, here it is. Okay, so here's my ribbon. And I'm going to have to lift this up. So let's see if we can't get this lifted up here. And I did a really good job putting it down. That's usually the way it works, isn't it? All righty. So let's see if we can't lift this up and get it over that. And here, I just want to put a bow around it and tie one off. And now we've got an ad in here. All righty. He wants to be in our video, and I just can't. You can't make this stuff up. If you only knew what kind of day I've had, that just tops it off. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see if we can't create this bow. I mean, all we can do is laugh, right? All right. And this is probably going to be the hardest part for me that I have to do. I like my 10-second bow maker. It doesn't give me any grief. And it just makes a pretty bow. And I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why I choose to do these because I mean it does look good and I like it. I like the way it looks going around like it does, but it's just a little bit difficult for me. All right, and there's plenty of ribbon on here because I didn't want to make it hard trying to tie it. So just know that if you get these, you will have plenty of ribbon too. All right, so let me, when I pulled it, I kind of frayed the ends of it. Let me trim these down just a tad bit more. Okay. And I like for my little bows to be puffy. All right, maybe that's good enough. All right, so there's our bow. And then next, we're going to put our little sentiment on, and it says, "Hello, friend." And I got the "Hello, friend" out of the Delicate Whispers. It's right there. And then I was also going to show you where I got my other flowers that I worked on the first card, and I'll be using them on the second card. It's the Heirloom Boutique dies. So I've been using these a lot. Okay, so next, I need to go ahead and get this banner done. And this come from the, what is it, Banner Sayings, the one that's got the 3 banner punch. So that's where the banner punch, that's what I was trying to say. That is coming from, I just punched it out. And then here, if you put this in here, it's too long. And so I decided to just cut it at an angle there and then right here. And then here we're just going to be able to tuck it, and then you can see it and then that little leaf kind of hangs over it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up on dimensionals. And that's just going to go right in here. I'm trying to get that to where it doesn't cover up the hello. I don't want it to do that. Okay. And then next, we're just going to take the 2026-2028 in color dots that we have. And I just decided to do 3 going across. There was a little empty space right in here. And I just thought that that would look good. So, and try to get them as straight as you can. And just kind of even out the spacing in there. See what that looks like. I have to get it up so I can see it. I'm not happy with that, so I may need to tuck that. Might look a little bit better. Tuck like that. Let's see, I might can tuck that one and do it over. Yeah, that looks better, I think. All right, so this is our second card. I hope you like it. I think it turned out very pretty. And now we've got our last one, which is Barely Blush. And it's such a soft color. And I used vellum on it. I used the arch dies. These here, the Everyday Arches. I used those. And let's see. And then I used the embossing folder again. And let's see what else I used. I guess that's it. And then the Heirloom Boutique dies. I used them. And I did my leaves in gold. And I just did the Barely Blush and the flowers here. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take them and kind of give them a little curl here so they're not so flat. And then here, I'm just going to kind of bend these up just a tad. Okay. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to work on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. This Barely Blush does not show up very well on camera. It looks so pale to me. It looks so light. I mean, and it is a light color, but it just seems to be a little bit more lighter than trying to pick it up on camera than it really is in person. All right, and so here we're just going to put one of these. I've got the loose, what are they called? The loose gold sequins. Got those. We're going to be using some of those. And just a small one that I'm going to put here. It just takes a little bit of glue, maybe a little bit more than that. Okay. And then we're just going to stick this on here. Well, I got it. There we go. Okay. Now that's done. And next, we're going to put up our vellum on here. And I'm just using our tape. Our tape seems to be doing pretty good with it. Kind of not showing through. So I used it. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I put it over here. And we're just going to try to even this up all the way around. And see that? You don't even see it. Pretty neat, huh? I don't know if it was because of the way I embossed it. But whatever it was, it worked. So on this, I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to get this put down. I think that's pretty. And then here, I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. Let me get them. I'm using the last up. And then I can get some new ones. Do y'all like to use a lot of dimensionals? I use a pretty good bit. Oh, you know what I did? I got ahead of myself. I got ahead of myself with this. I've got to, let me take this off. I've got to put the sentiment on here. I'll see. Just going to stick these over here on the side. And I'm going to see if I can stamp it right in there without it. Let me get the, this may be a failure, but we're just going to try it and see. See if I can just put it on there. I have to take this off right here. I'm just trying to get this top part flat. All right, let's see if that's going to work. All right, so this one says, wishing you a day of relaxation and, let's see, happiness and love. All right, so let's get, I need to go ahead and prep this. So I'm just getting our embossing buddy and putting some powder on here. Then we're just going to get this first mark. And we're going to stamp our sentiment on here. And then I'm just going to put it, probably put my head in your way. But let's see if we can get this put on here. And hopefully that worked. Keep your fingers crossed. This over here. We're going to emboss it in gold. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. Did pretty good. Could have been a lot worse. All right, so let's get this dry. It's magical watching it change. All right, we got that. I'm going to put this on here and get this moved out of the way. Okay, and then I'm going to get some more dimensionals. If I can find them. I hope I've got some more. Okay, well, maybe we're going to have to use what we took off, which will be fine. Got some somewhere. Oh, there they are. I found them. Okay. All right, let's bring this back in. And we're just going to put this right up here. I feel like I need one right up in here. Fit one in there. Here's my new pack. I love a new pack of dimensionals. All right, that helped with that. And then next, we are going to put our little flowers on. I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. Just kind of fill in these little empty spaces here. Okay. And then we're just going to get one of the big, yeah, that's one of the big ones. And let's see, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a glue dot and stick it in the center. And then we're going to put this on here, and we don't have to wait for it to dry. And that was simple. All right, so let's use some more glue dots in here. We're going to use one on the top, and we're going to use some on the bottom to hold it. Okay, and we need to go ahead. I can't remember if I think I just put this down flat. Okay, so here we go. Got this here. And then we're just going to take this and kind of push it underneath here. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to put it right under here. And we're going to do the same thing with glue dots. That makes it easy. Put one on the top of it and then one on the bottom of it. Okay. So now we've got our little leaves on there. I thought they were so cute. Let's see. I kind of want to bring this one out if I can, I think. No, I don't. I think the way I've got it put in there, I think that's going to look better. Okay, so next we need to take our little gold gems here, and we're just going to get some glue going here. Put a little dot here, and then one up in here. Dot a little bit better. Okay, and we're going to use one of the bigger ones. Let's see, let me put some out over here. Here's one of the bigger ones. We're going to put it right here. And then we're going to take one of the smaller ones and put it here. Okay. And then we're going to put a couple over in here. We're going to put one right in here. And one, I'm going to put one up here. That's probably a little too much glue. Okay. And that one probably could have been a little bit smaller, but it'll be all right. So if you like this video and you like these cards, share them with your friends. I would appreciate it. And let all your little friends know that about my videos, because I'd love to grow my channel. And follow me on Facebook if you get a chance, because I do post a lot over there. And then if you, I'm going to bring these back in. And if you like what you've seen here today and would like to place an order, if there's something that you need, then if you place a $50 order, then I will send these to your house. I will be notified by Stampin' Up! That I've got an order. And then I will get these in the mail to you, and you can create these cards too. Pull these other ones in. I think they all turned out very nice. And I hope you have a great Memorial weekend. And just remember what it's all about. You know, we have some brave soldiers who have given their life for us, and so that we can live life freely and do what we want. And you know, we just need to honor them and think about what this holiday is. You know, I know we get to take off. You know, usually you get a day off for it, and then everybody celebrates. And but just remember to celebrate what we're celebrating for, you know, because someone gave their life for us, and that means everything. So I hope y'all have a great Memorial weekend, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will see you next week. Bye.